And Darrelle Revis, the most surprising thing about it to me was, as one of the great sports mercenaries of our time, his Sunday television setup is pretty weak. It looks like a dorm room from a college student that doesn't have any money.
I was going to say, it looks like my living room, and I just moved into my house.
Maybe he's going for that, though. I mean,
he's going for broke college dorm student.
Yeah, just like, hanging around, a couple of guys. It's contagious. It's Greg. I'm sorry.
Jesus.
He's coughing right in my mouth. I mean, what do you want me to do?
Greg Cote has been coughing. Both of you go to the therapy couch. Both of you get out of here. Just go to the therapy couch, both of you. I mean, Cote he coughed 27 times.
Trying to stifle it.
And then Stugotz turns around and blames Cote. In fact, that is $2. Yeah. Blames Cote for the phlegm in his throat. What do you mean it's a fact that Greg Cote coughing caused you to have phlegm and to just gurgle it into the microphone?
It's directly in my mouth.
Both of you get out of here.
Feel free to take your time, fellas. This is a punishment. Get over there.
Leaving.
Billy, you're down on Curb.
Yeah, I watched the first episode, but I didn't. I don't know. I felt like the first 5 or 6 minutes, a lot of it was really forced. I mean, I'm assuming it'll get better throughout the season. It was just some of the stuff was outrageous, and there was no real point to it.
Well, wait a minute. That's his entire career. That Larry David has built two industries out of no point to what it is that they're doing. Just minor grievances that he makes major by being a bleep hole. That's the whole construct.
I mean, I've seen Curb before. I know how the show works. I'm just saying, usually it's around a storyline when you're walking around just breaking selfie sticks.
Like this.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, right.
We're holding each other.
Well, it's ridiculous that we're here. I mean, Dan, as usual, continues to banish us for no reason whatsoever when he's the one doing all the wrong stuff on the show.
Did you hear what he said earlier? Did you hear what he said earlier? Did you hear when he started the show?
Hopefully they bleeped it, because that's the kind of thing that get, Eisner is listening, and all of a sudden...
So, you break a selfie stick, you push down some of the scooters or whatever they are. It's fine while other things are going on, but it was just kind of like outrageous thing, and then we finally got to kind of like a storyline.
I liked it. I like that he is tortured, always thinking that he's going to run out of ideas on what petty grievance he's going to complain about, and I very much...
If three of us were sitting on this cot, it would be a little bit cumbersome.
Yeah, I mean, did you hear how he started the show today? Did you hear how he started the show? We're the ones spending all the time.
He's in reruns already. So the episode is not unlike other episodes that they've done throughout their history, where he's cramming more and more ridiculous, silly nonsense into it. But the first 5 or 6 minutes seemed pointless to you. I was laughing out loud in front of my television.
It was just kind of like I was waiting to see where we were kind of going, because it was just him and Leon walking around and just, causing some trouble.
But Leon being funny while they were walking
no, they were
around.
funny, but, I mean, look, it's Billy Gill. What the hell do I know? What am I to tell Larry David what to do? So
it's just hard. It's hard to be funny every week. I'm surprised that
You're very comfortable.
Well,
I'll tell you. Yeah, I would cuddle with you again.
It's great. It's like a pillow here. This is fantastic.
Yep.
We should intentionally do stuff wrong on the air so that Dan sends us in here more often.
A little cuddling time.
Your father sounds terrible again, Chris. I'm a little worried about him again. Like, he spent the whole show coughing again.
He's been sick for 6 months, almost 2 years now, and he every time is just like, yeah, I'm just battling something. He just never, it's like, dude, I'm worried. Get better.
And he comes in here and he's wheezing.
Well, the whole lumberjack thing, I mean, he makes a joke of it, but, back in the late 70s in the Yukon, I was a lumberjack for about 6 or 8 months.
Were you really?
Yeah, I was in northwest Manitoba. We're cutting down 100-foot pines and cedars, and that's what I did. So in homage to that, I wear a Mackinac every once in a while.
I'll have to wear it in Miami, though, right?
Well, yeah, but it was chilly this morning.
This is a bit that works so much better on television than it does on radio, because you're sitting here watching Stugotz and Cote actually cuddling next to each other uncomfortably, and I'm afraid that whatever your father...
It was too cold. I mean, I loved working the chainsaw. Those were the big 18 inches.
Oh, yeah.
It was, there was something when you have an 18-inch saw in your hand. It's
But the chainsaw feels like cheating. It feels like steroids to me. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, I think I'd prefer to cut down a tree, and the one time I have cut down a tree, I did it with an axe.
Well, I mean, you're a man's man. You know, Bunyan obviously used only an axe, but
Billy, I don't believe there are a whole lot of people out here criticizing the season opener of Curb Your Enthusiasm. You are really staking your own claim.
I mean, I'm not normally like in the majority on stuff, so I'm used to this.
You generally like the show, though, right?
Yeah,
Or
no,
you
I love this show. It's one of my favorite shows. I was
this
just,
is
you know,
just fantastic. I think even after the commercial break, when he calls us back, we should just stay here because it's nice.
Yeah, I'm thinking about leaving my wife for you. Paul Bunyan's interesting because I'm thinking.
When he snatched the GoPro, Larry David, from that lady's hand, just casually walking by and snapping over his knee.
Well, Billy didn't
That's
like
hilarious.
that. Billy didn't like that.
a little plot, you know?
It did seem like they were just leaning on things that annoy Larry. There wasn't really, but usually there's like a story around that.
I don't understand why you guys are sitting here saying of Curb Your Enthusiasm. It seems like they lean on things that annoy Larry. And Billy's saying to me, Dan, I don't need you to explain the show to me. But that's the whole show. The whole show is things that annoy Larry.
I'm excited about the Cheryl angle, like the rekindling, the
You're
shangle.
damn right I would.
Yep.
He had everything you want in a big bad baseball batter.
Mm-hmm.
Had the big stick, knew how to swing it.
Yep, he could make his own bats. I mean, how about that?
Right,
That's
he'd
unbelievable.
chop down
Yeah.
the tree and make his own
Yeah.
bats, Jack.
I gotta tell you, is your heart beating? I've only heard it beat once.
You know, I hope it is. It's, you know, laying the
Is your heart
Dame más
beating?
gasolina.
It's such a good question.